Hey guys, this is SovuS, and today I just decided to share with you a very amazing story that recently happened to me. It actually happened this Friday, so it's really fresh in my mind, and I just thought it would give you some inspiration because what happened just blew my mind. But before all of this, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, commenting, and giving this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's continue. So my story begins 3 weeks ago when I was scrolling through Instagram, and of course I have a lot of watercolor related things on my Instagram. So I saw an advertisement for a workshop. It was only available for 2 days, and an international artist that I actually knew. I was following him before, and he was doing a workshop in my country for 2 days, which is kind of rare. Like, you don't see artists coming to my country very often. So I was really excited. Now, the workshop was 2 days and it was really expensive. The first day, the workshop was in a city nearby, and since it was on Friday, I had public transportation and I could go to the location. And the other one was on Saturday, and on Saturday we don't have public transportation and I don't have a car, so there is no way I could go there. I talked to the organizers and I really tried to book a place on the Friday workshop, but unfortunately it was full, so I couldn't. And I gave up on this idea entirely. I was sad, but then I completely forgot about the workshop. So 2 weeks forward, and I came back home on a Thursday evening. And to those of you who don't know, Thursday is the last day I work in the week, so I have Friday and Saturday off. And I came back home and I decided for some reason to go the next day to a park and draw there. So this park is not really far from home and it's really big. So it's a huge park. You have a castle, you have a big lake there, and fields of just grass and trees. Like, it's a big location. So I went there the next day and I decided to wake up early to go to the park. So I went there and I found myself a nice bench by the lake, like a few centimeters from the water. I sat there, I took out my equipment, and I started painting. By the way, I also started recording a video for YouTube there. I was filming and I was painting, and the entire park, it was completely empty. There were a few kids, but they were like really far away. It was like a kindergarten trip they took to the park. But other than that, it was completely deserted. Then a small family appeared next to me, and they just sat a few meters away on another bench. And I thought it was really weird because this is such a big park and there's so many benches and tables, but they're sitting like right next to me, which is kind of weird. But whatever, I just kept painting. And then I saw another man approach me, and he sat on another bench next to me, and he started taking out equipment, and it seemed like fisherman's equipment or something like that, like those fisherman chairs. I ignored this guy too, even though I thought it was really weird because, like, why are there so many people collecting around me? And then it dawned on me, because the third lady that approached me, she held in her hands what was undoubtedly watercolor equipment. And she approached me and she started talking to me. And she was like, "Hey, how are you?" As if she knew me, and it was kind of creepy. So I was like, "Hey, like, are you guys painters? Like, do you belong to some kind of a club or something, and you come here to paint on Fridays?" I don't know, like, there is no other explanation. And then she became surprised at my surprise, because she probably thought I was part of the group. And she said like, "Oh, no, this is a one-time thing, and we came here for a workshop with X." And the X is like the name of the artist to which workshop I wanted to go. And my jaw dropped to the floor. And as I was searching for it, other people approached. They all had like really nice and expensive watercolor equipment, and I was completely shocked. So I approached the lady who organized the workshop. I told her the situation. I was really enthusiastic and really jumpy around her, so she was like, okay, whatever, just pay the fee and you can participate in the workshop. And I was really glad. And I had a great day at the park. It was a beautiful day. It felt like spring, and the lake was really calm and nice, and the sky was beautiful, and everything was just perfect. And because it was rainy just a few days before, the park was empty, like there was no one around, and just our group painting a beautiful landscape. Now, just to let you understand what a coincidence it is, I later realized that the reason why they came to that park is because there was a big event in the city where they planned the workshop. So it was hard to go there because of the great event. They blocked some roads, and it was kind of hard to reach, and that city was really crowded because of the events. So they decided on the last minute to move to a different spot. And surprisingly, this spot was the exact bench on which I was sitting. Now, it wouldn't be such a coincidence if I would go there like every week to paint, and then suddenly I met a group of people who painted. No, I'm really lazy and I don't go to draw outdoors often. So it was like the first time in half a year, maybe more, when I went painting outside and I met those people. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had some kind of weirdly good luck. Like I'm a very fortunate person. I know that I am, but when something like this happens, I don't have any words to describe it. My first thought was that I believe in God. But now that when I think about it, it's actually like you have this feeling of I want something really badly, and you can see yourself in this situation, and you can, I don't know, like live through it. I don't really know how to explain it, but after you have this feeling, it feels like the entire universe comes to your aid. It's like I attracted with my willpower, I attracted all those people to come there and be part of it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I really needed this positive experience because I felt lost for quite a while, and especially lost with my art and what I'm doing with my life and what I should do. So having this really positive experience really changed the way I see things. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt like, hey, maybe I was going in the right direction. Maybe I should create more. And, this is something to think about. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!